All right, video number 2. I've got the 501 cutter back on the little plastic nubby nub here. I don't know what you want to call it. Here's a magnet that I was telling you about. I think this thing is 600 pounds, or maybe it's 400 pounds. I don't know. But to give you an idea, you know, when you set your blade on top of your whetstone, of course, it's there. But what I do is just set it on top of the whetstone, and then as you lower it down on top of the magnet, you'll notice then that we have, I want to say it's got to be, I mean, it's got to be at least a pound and a half maybe. The nice thing about that is, like I was telling you, it's pulling pressure from the bottom of the blade's holding itself. So when I'm actuating the blade on top of the whetstone, I'm no longer worried about if I'm rocking it one way or the other, because it has so much pressure pulling down on it. Now, I mean, I get up away from the, and we're, boom. Basically, all I'm doing is just actuating it like I would do. I mean, I'm thinking about doing like a ride line. And I'm trying to be careful, of course, to keep it down there best I can. But it's not so much of a big deal, because as long as I stay within my magnetic field here, it's going to hold itself in place. The only reason why I would move the stone is to let the slurry kind of move off to one side there. And it'll actually move the blade for you. You see what I'm saying? It'll keep itself in the magnetic field for the most part. But anyway, you can use however much this stone that you need to. This is a 2000 grit stone. I'm kind of doing this just for demonstration purposes, and I'm not going to go all the way with a 2000 grit here, because it would take a month and a half, longer than I want to spend. But I want to show you this underneath the microscope when I get done with just a little bit there. All right, so long story short, we've done a little bit of work there on the blade. Let me get a white paper towel here, actually. And this is something I want to show you. It's kind of cool. All right, so, you know, you can't really see, you know, anything as far as the work that we've done yet. But if I just come straight down and I pull back, there's your burr right there. It comes off in a powder form. I don't know how, if that's, let me see if I turn this other light off. I mean, you can literally see the teeth marks. It comes off in a powder form, and you know, like the slurry would or whatever, but you can actually see the teeth marks there, where the burr came off of it. And then I'm going to clean this thing up just a little bit, and we'll go back to the microscope, and I'll give you an idea of what we got going on. All right, next video. You saw that, didn't you? See that magnet? Thing's ruthless.